Hi, I'm back. I didn't forget what I was going to propose we talk about for this session, and what we were going to talk about was, was fucking albums that got progressively worse, or bands that would create progressively worse albums, and legit haven't stopped. For instance, one could argue that for and this I don't agree with, but I'm just listening to this as an example. One could argue that for The Killers. Like, it's indisputable that, Hot Fuss, was that it? Was that what it was called? I think that was it. Whatever their first album was, I think it's indisputable that that's their best. Now, it was tanking in quality, starting with Sam's Town. I like Sam's Town. It went from, once again, from Hybrid Theory to Meteora. It's like, I still like it, but it's going downhill. I don't like this as much as I like this. Ooh, I got another one, except it's not music related, okay? Okay. It's related to games, believe it or not. One could argue Ken Levine's games. And I disagree personally. Once again, big disagree. But it's like every project that he creates gets worse and worse. That's according to everybody I know who initially played System Shock 2 before playing BioShock. To me, that's the biggie. That's the big one, You feel me? Feel me, bruh? Homie? You got it? Good. Man, I need to learn to quiet myself down. Not like this. You know what? I haven't done a little bit in a while. Excuse me, folks. You're gonna, enjoy the show for what is done. I love that pie swine. She just looks so chill right now, and she knows she's a mess, but she's just lax enough to be utterly indifferent. Not high-strung like me. And I think that's a core fault of the left that, that I feel like is primarily a result of this is gonna throw me under the bus, but I'm going to say ideological crusaders of both, I'm going to be the far left centrist here, okay? And just say it's the fault of the the totalitarians and the anarchists who get particularly high-strung. Because, I'm not willing to deny that when I feel cool as a cucumber, I just want to share with everybody. I want to let everybody know they're chill, and that as long as they're chill, everybody will be chill. And then, but that's when I get super anarchistic. So hardcore anarchists should be chill, but sometimes there are just, and maybe there's a difference between the liberal anarchists and the anarcho-communists, because maybe the anarcho-communists are super chill. That's why they can't get anything done. Who said that? I'm joking. I love them as much as my totalitarian brothers and sisters, and that's why I consider myself the lefty centrist, okay? The center leftist. That sounds horrible. God, fucking bourgeois politics suck the fucking ass. Anyway, I disagree with Ken Levine being, progressively worse with every game he directed. But you know, there are people who have that opinion. It's not an unpopular, it's not an an unheard of opinion. Let's see. Oh, okay. I was about to say Civ, and my eyes sparked to life, but then I remembered, like, that Civ 1 was worse than Civilization 2. So, I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. So, luckily, I was dodged having to, like, stab into myself. Because then I would have to choose between my babies, which are the 2 games, I want to say. Haven't played enough of Civ 6. I guess I just really haven't been in the mood for it. Times have been tough, and I had some money to spend, and I thought, you know, fuck it. Johnny's talking about this all the time, I gotta pick it up. But, in any case, I need to stop that. I need to, you know, okay, part of me, licking steak sauce comes from the fact that I was like, I wonder how much sodium is in here. Holy shit, that's a lot of sodium. And it's like, sick, because I have fucking low ass blood pressure. So I'm just like, yeah, better keep eating. Better make sure to get nice and round and fat, you know, as long as I exercise. But it's hard to, you know, do this and exercise. Like, that's something. Let's see there. Yeah, you probably heard the beeping noise at some point in this footage. I'm not sure if you did, but I warned you. I told you it's coming, and if it hasn't, it will. One day. Let's see. Things that got progressively worse. Oh, I've heard My Chemical Romance. I've heard that. I'd call it an unpopular opinion, but it's a prevalent one. I want to say it's 30% to the other 70. I'd say that's fair. It's, once again, not an unheard of opinion. And, once again, I can see it. But I, on the other hand, disagree. I think that in terms of quality, it goes 3, 2, 4, 1. Yeah, no, I Brought You My Bullets is my least favorite album. I appreciate, you know, it's the most emo shit, the first album. Not bad shit, but just the most emo fucking song the most emo fucking album I've ever heard. It's so ridiculous. There's like no hope and no happiness. Like, Welcome to My Life has, you know, it's that one's probably my go-to when it comes to when it comes to emo songs. That one and Ohio Is for Lovers. Oh man, I had this crazy ex who sent me that, who I sent that to as a way of joking. I'm so upset, like sarcasm. And they're just like, stop flirting with me. And I'm just, and yeah, no, I'm just over here like, what the fucking shit, fuck? How'd you get that out of fucking cut my wrists and black my eyes? Ain't that some, you know, romantic shit? Like, I guess? I mean, whatever floats your boat. It's just, you know, I wasn't expecting that shit. If I was flirting with, oh, I know what I fucking send when I flirt, honey. And you know what that is? That's fucking, that's, How Much Love. That's How Much Love by Survivor. Yo. And Every Time You Cry is a good one. Fucking, I Want to Know What Love Is. When I'm handling MILFs, it's Stacy's mom. I say that, but I've only handled one MILF, so, you know. I mean, let's see. Yeah, no, my ex was younger than me, I think. No, she was older than me, but like 2 months. So, if that counts, if that's MILF material. Oh god, millennials are getting old. Some of them are 40. Some of them are 40, guys! Oh my god. And we're still the source of America's problems. Oh man. Somebody, you know, somebody pay attention to what Peterson is saying. No, don't do it. Don't listen to him. He's a big goofball who, you know, is doing some okay things until he ejects his ideology into them. You know, he tries to help people, but he does it from an internalization sense, from essentially a public speaking role. Okay, like he's trying to be this ideological crusader. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. That's a good description. Okay. Let me think of some other series or television shows that some people argue got progressively worse. The Batman animated series. While I'm not of that opinion, I think that I want to say that 3 is my favorite. It goes 3, 2, 1, 4. Oof. No. 3, 2, 4, 1. I'm sorry, but and that's gonna throw a lot of flames. But hear me out. The reason why I say that is because I feel personally that the problem with 1 is that it has no humor. There is no pratfalling. It's all played so dramatically that, you know, there's pretty much nothing to light the darkness. There's no real escalation, no shift in tone whatsoever. Like, once again, there's this like ideological blandness, or this genre blandness that one can just wallow in, that I feel postmodernism has resolved. Excuse me. And that's wow, I'm there. And that is what I consider to be wallowing in one's genre, to where there is no whimsy to a horror. And that, I feel, is where, you know, a lot of modern horror falls apart. Like, I just watched Scream the other day and fucking loved it. I have never, up until this point, found a Wes Craven movie that I would say I'd watch again. That I would say, this movie I'd come back to and I'd find it really fucking great. But I love Scream. I love it to death. Why? Because it satirizes itself while also paying an homage. It shoots the shit. It's having fun, but it's also it also plays it serious. It's a great dynamic. It's this fourth wall break that has just enough. It's like a fourth wall window. You can see through it, but there's also something going on at the front that you can't help but, you know, admire. You're struggling to. It's a very interesting, like, dance between between breaking the fourth wall and like jumping back in, repairing the fourth wall, just Airplane style. Except, you know, Airplane I thought was fine. I think that it's great reference material, and, you know, I laughed quite a few times, like maybe 2 or 3 times through it. Would I call it a classic? Sure. If I have to make a 100 list, yeah, it's up there. I wouldn't put it in my top 10. I'm just saying. Like, And no, I'm putting it in the deliberate comedy context, not not fake, not that accidental comedy shit. What? Why did it end there? Huh. Sometimes, I'm just not paying attention in my editing. Let's see if that was, normal. Stay wild.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrow.